In the annals of aviation history, few mysteries have captivated the world like the disappearance of Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370. On March 8, 2014, a Boeing 777 vanished without a trace, leaving behind a trail of questions and a decade-long search for answers. This is the story of Flight MH370, a modern enigma that continues to baffle experts and the public alike. It was a typical Saturday when 227 passengers and 12 crew members boarded Flight MH370, destined for Beijing. The aircraft, a Boeing 777-200ER, was renowned for its safety and reliability. Captain Zahari Ahmad Shah, a seasoned pilot with over 18,000 flight hours, was at the helm, alongside First Officer Fariq Abdul Hamid. At 12:41 a.m. local time, MH370 lifted off from Kuala Lumpur International Airport. The flight proceeded uneventfully for the first 38 minutes. Passengers settled in, unaware that they were about to become part of one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of our time. At 1:19 a.m., as the aircraft was flying over the South China Sea, Malaysian Air Traffic Control, ATC, received a routine message from the cockpit. The final words from MH370 were calm and unremarkable. Radio Captain Zahari Ahmad Shah, "Good night, Malaysian 370. Seconds later, the flight was supposed to check in with Vietnamese air traffic control. But that call never came. Just 3 minutes after that final transmission, MH370's transponder, which communicates location data, was mysteriously turned off. The plane was now effectively invisible to civilian radar. For the next hour, military radars in Malaysia and Thailand detected an unidentified plane making erratic maneuvers. MH370 had deviated sharply from its intended route and turned back westward, flying across the Malaysian peninsula. It then took another abrupt turn southward, heading deep into the Indian Ocean. By 2:22 a.m., the aircraft was last detected on military radar over the Andaman Sea. And then, it vanished. When MH370 failed to arrive in Beijing at 6:30 a.m., alarm bells rang across the aviation world. A massive search and rescue operation was launched, involving 26 nations. But despite combing thousands of square miles of ocean, no immediate trace of the plane was found. As days turned into weeks, authorities scoured satellite data for clues. Then, a breakthrough occurred. Investigators discovered that MH370 had been sending handshakes automatic satellite pings, hours after its transponder was disabled. This meant the plane was still in the air, flying aimlessly for nearly 6 more hours. Using Doppler shift analysis, British company Inmarsat traced the plane's final trajectory, a lonely journey southward into the vast emptiness of the Indian Ocean. The last handshake was recorded at 8:19 a.m. The silence that followed was chilling. It was likely the moment MH370 met its fate. With no wreckage in sight, theories about the fate of MH370 ran wild. Some experts believe Captain Zahari intentionally diverted the flight, possibly due to personal issues. Investigators found a simulated flight route on his home flight simulator that eerily matched MH370's final path. Could MH370 have been hijacked? Some suspect rogue pilots are onboard attackers, but no terrorist group ever claimed responsibility. A sudden decompression or fire could have incapacitated the crew, leaving the plane on autopilot until it ran out of fuel. Some conspiracy theories suggest MH370 was accidentally shot down and its disappearance covered up by authorities. For more than a year, the world searched in vain. Then, in July 2015, a fragment of MH370's wing, called a flaperon, washed up on Réunion Island, thousands of miles from the search zone. Over the next few years, more debris surfaced along the African coast, confirming that the plane had indeed crashed into the Indian Ocean. Despite spending hundreds of millions of dollars, the main wreckage and black boxes remain undiscovered. In 2018, a private search effort by Ocean Infinity scoured the seabed but found nothing. To this day, Flight MH370's disappearance remains one of the greatest mysteries in aviation history. Families of the victims continue to demand answers, hoping that one day, the truth will finally surface. Where is Flight MH370? What really happened in those final hours? The world may never know. Pushpin, do you think we'll ever uncover the full truth about MH370? Let us know in the comments below. And if you want to hear more unsolved mysteries like this, don't forget to subscribe. Stay curious.